What is going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I wanted to talk about the Mecole Hardman contract because we got some more details on what it's actually going to be, and I love it. I was a big fan of the signing before the actual true nitty gritty details came out with the contract, but when you see what the actual cap figure is going to be for this year, I think it makes it that much more palatable. So the Jets wide receiver Mecole Hardman is a 1 year, $1.5 million, which is 1.08 guaranteed, plus $2 million in incentive. So very low cost, potentially high upside, definitely high upside. I would say relatively low floor signing, but the actual cap hit. So we know that the deal could be worth up to $6 million, but the actual cap hit is only $1.9 million for the 2023 season. That's great, especially when you consider the role that he's going to have with this team. More than likely wide receiver 4, you would assume. I think the Jets are not done adding at the wide receiver position. And he is going to be a key special teamer as a returner, whether that be kicks or punts. You would assume it's pretty much a Braxton Berrios replacement for significantly cheaper against the cap. And honestly, higher upside. Braxton Berrios' 2021 season was one for the books. He was a phenomenal returner and a pretty solid depth wide receiver option. Mecole Hardman's numbers are frankly better than anything that we've seen from Braxton Berrios. His career high in yards is 693 and career high in touchdowns is 6. Now, is he going to come up with that this year? With the amount of mouths to feed in the passing attack, I would be surprised if it came up that high. I do think he's going to put up much better numbers than what he had this past year. He only played in 8 games. He was banged up. He missed some time, but 25 catches, 297 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also had 2 touchdowns on the ground. So he had 6 touchdowns in 8 games. Pretty solid. Sign me up for that. But again, what are my expectations for him? Again, wide receiver 4, something like 400 to maybe 600 on the high end, but probably in that 400 to 500 yard range. Something like 4 receiving touchdowns, maybe another 2 between rushing and special teams. I do expect him to be in the mix as a returner. Is it guaranteed that he's going to be the every single time kick and punt returner? Maybe not. I think Bam Knight has a legitimate chance to win that job as well. But I would not be stunned if he gives you 6 total touchdowns between receiving, rushing, and special teams, which, again, you need to be able to get in the end zone. The Jets were unable to do that the last 3 weeks of the year. They absolutely stunk. They stunk against teams like Jacksonville, Seattle, Miami. They couldn't score for the life of them. So adding a guy like Mecole Hardman, who we know is just an explosive player, is going to be really a lot of fun. And then when you look at what his contract actually is, that's just an added bonus because, it doesn't preclude you. Wow, I don't know why that was so hard for me to say right there. Preclude you from doing other things at the position. Really nice signing from Joe Douglas. I like it a lot. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Matt. I'll catch you next time. Go Jets.